I was in Bangalore the whole of last week with my daughter because she's having her vacations, and I was discussing with my sister that the storytelling session is on and I need to tell a story. She's the one I spend most of my life with. She's just 15 months older than me, and I was saying, what personal experience can I share? What's the personal experience I can share? She just had one answer. She said, Sudha, you must tell this story. And so here it goes. The deities in the meditation room were decked with flowers. The lamp was glowing. The aroma from the incense stick was wafting through the air. Mother was busy preparing some offerings for the god. My grandmother was chanting. Everyone came, they folded their hands in front of the god and took their place. I came out of a room which was plastered with posters of Maradona, Platini, Pele, Martina Navratilova would possibly have the maximum amount of posters, Wasim Akram, Imran Khan. My mother would often tell me it looks more like a tea shop at Howrah station than a house, but that's a different matter completely. I came, I folded my hands and I took my place. We didn't have any festival or a function or a marriage going on. It was an eagerly awaited match day. Any match day at this crazy, sports crazy Krishnan family was an eagerly awaited one. So people would get up early in the morning, start praying to the respected gods. It could be Argentina versus England football, it could be India playing the West Indies, it could be even Jamshed Khan versus Jahangir Khan, where you didn't like Pakistan but still there was a match and you had to support someone. So we all took our place eagerly to see the match. This was how the typical scene in any sports on any sports day or a match day would play out at our household. And all of us were asked to be opinionated, so we would have strong opinions. We often came to blows because we all had our own favorite team, our own favorite people to support. In my growing up teenage years, it was tennis and cricket, and I was just crazy about Martina Navratilova, Celis and the Australian cricket team, much to everybody's charging. I've been thrown out of the house during match if Boone and Jeff Marsh played well, and my mom would tell me, we give food to you, not Boone, get out. So I have stood outside the house and seen the match in my neighbor's house. It was that crazy back at home. So this specific incident goes back to 1992. As a 16-year-old in March exam season, I was giving my 10th board. It's called Madhyamik in Calcutta. And nervous moments also because India was playing the World Cup at Australia. And the very favored matchup of India-Pakistan was coming up. My father would often wake me up at 3:30 in the morning, not for me to do any revision or to study, but so that I could see the match starting at Brisbane or Canberra early in the morning. So it was, I think, around 4th March or 3rd March in the afternoon, I was sitting in the living room, partly revising, partly daydreaming, and suddenly my mother came from inside and she sat on the sofa. I jumped, I said, oh no, dude! She got frightened. She said, what? I told her, Azharuddin is sitting there. For a second, she didn't know what had happened, and then she collapsed into peals of laughter. She said, what? What are you saying? I was an indignant teenager. I said, what do you mean? Why are you laughing? I said, Azharuddin is sitting there. I am giving him advice as to how we should play Myanmar tomorrow. And then she was just flabbergasted, and she just burst out laughing, and she told the entire family of the madness that has possessed her daughter. Cut it to just 8 weeks back in January, and now I was busy. 24 years hence, life changes, loyalties also change. A certain Dhoni came on the scene, and I support the Indian team now. That's a different matter, story for some time else. So, wife, a mother to a young daughter, a curious daughter. So I was busy and preparing everything, and so that it's all is set before I could sit down in the afternoon and watch the Australian Open final. And as I came and sat on my sofa, there's a tennis, my daughter's tennis racket was there. I just picked it up and I was about to sit. She screamed, "That's for Federer, don't mom!" And this time I started laughing and I said, okay, this is the circle of life. What goes around definitely does come around. That's it, that's all the story is.